Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to another thrilling episode from Shoestring Acres, where austerity and nature collide. Today is a cooking video. We have been gifted some salmon by my lovely sister-in-law. And today I'm going to make for you, Weight Watchers, lemon herb roasted salmon. 2 to 6 points per serving, and as usual you're going to have to log on and see how much this is going to cost you in points, and a little blurb about it. You can use this salmon for lunch or dinner, and you can pair it with your favourite grain, treat it as the star of a salad, or serve it with roasted vegetables, which that's what I'm going to do, and bake sweet potato fries as shown in the picture, which I'll show you in a minute. You've got to zest the lemon, yada yada yada. Make sure you use 2 lemons to produce enough zest and juice for the recipe. And there's some fresh herbs, which I kind of have a mixture of fresh and dried herbs, but you know, who cares, right? So without further ado and any more shenanigans, let's cook. So you will need some cooking spray, and then we're going to go over here. Obviously, you're going to need your salmon, about 1.5 pounds, and you're going to have, you know, table salt and pepper, lemon zest, okay. We're going to have some fresh lemon juice, sugar, 1.5 tablespoons, fresh parsley here, which is 1 tablespoon, fresh thyme, which I don't have, I'm going to use dried thyme, fresh oregano, 1 teaspoon, again I'm using dried, and some minced garlic. Okay, so you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees, and you're going to spray a shallow baking dish with some cooking spray, like so. Like so. Isn't it great that you get to say things like so? And here's one I made earlier. That's a great one too. And you're going to season your salmon with salt and pepper. And look at this. Shoestring Acres has gone up in the world. This is something that I want, but won't pay for. Look, it's salt in here, and there's pepper. And then you just go over to your... Look at that. Oh, I just love it. And then when you want to do the pepper, okay, you just let go of that, and let's do a nice pepper medley mix. Look at this. And then you just go over here. Lovely job. And even though that noise is a little bit irritating, I still want one. Okay, and just check for bones. Can you see there were some bones? So, I mean, just don't choke to death. Check. And then the instructions say to place your salmon in a prepared baking dish and drizzle with 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then you're going to roast your salmon until almost cooked through, about 13 minutes. And I'm in a guest kitchen with a very fancy stove, and it's actually telling me, look at that, it's climbing the temperature in the corner there. I love this. This is wonderful. And meanwhile, you are going to whisk 1 tablespoon of lemon zest, basically all of, well, just your lemon zest, your sugar, your parsley, your thyme, your oregano, your garlic, and the remaining 2 tablespoons of lemon juice until the sugar dissolves. Okay, and then you're going to splatter that on top of your salmon with the lemon herb mixture. So let's move along here, and we'll pour that on. Look at that. camera in one hand and a whole load of stuff. That's how we did it back in the day. Oh, back in a tick. Now I've just changed things up from the original recipe because I didn't use minced garlic, and even though I chopped it really small, I'm just kind of not confident that we're going to cook that garlic down, and much as though I love garlic, I really don't like to eat it raw. So instead of following the instructions, which basically tells you to roast the salmon for about 13 minutes, I've topped my salmon and I'm going to put it in there because I feel more comfortable, and I think that this is a better adaptation of the recipe. So let's put this in the oven. Okay, so here we go. It's ready. I put it in the oven, cooked it, and I'm glad that I did the little tweak to the recipe and covered it and then baked it. It makes more sense. So let's give it a taste. It's very hot. Pretty good actually. And I lied and said that I was going to have sweet potatoes, but I actually found these really little potatoes, and they are red and white potatoes, those small ones, and they're really, really good. So let me just check to see whether the garlic is cooked enough to my liking. The garlic is just okay. So I'm glad I followed my advice, but I do recommend that you use a garlic masher. You know, one of the things you put the garlic bulbs in and squeeze, or you really make sure it's chopped up really small, because I just did it with that cooking time. So you might want to think about that. But it's pretty good, and it's salmon. How can it not be good? But it's not overpowering. The lemon and the herbs are not overpowering, and I'll come back and I'll tell you what my guests upstairs think. Yeah, I'm taking it right up now to them. So they liked it. It was really good, really. So go ahead, make it if you have some salmon knocking around the fridge, or you're in the mood for salmon. Just do it. And recipe will be in the description box. And enjoy, and bon appetit. Is it bon appetit, or is it bon appetit? I don't think you pronounce the last consonant in the French language. Tell me in the comments.
Remember, God made you special, and He loves you very much.